Hi, good morning. So today we're going to cook and we're going to make butter cookies. I know everybody makes sugar cookies, but I actually like the butter cookies better. I think they're a little moister. They have excellent flavor, and so that's what we're going to do. First of all, I want to show off my new apron. My friend Bonnie gave this to me for Christmas. Get it? Jingle. I thought that was extremely clever, so thank you, Bonnie. I hope you're watching. All right, we're going to start off with 1 cup of butter. So I let the butter set out till it softened a little bit. Put it in here, beat it a little while, and now we're ready to add our sugar. 2 cups of sugar. Okay. And we're going to cream that together. In the meantime, I'll tell you what I've done. I've got 4 cups of flour here, all-purpose. I use unbleached flour. I also use unsalted butter. And we've got 3 eggs that have beaten. We're going to add some vanilla and some salt, and that's it, guys. This is really easy and very delicious. You can cut it into shapes, ice it, whatever you want to do. So that's where we're at here. Okay. So just let this go for a minute. And let's see, the temperature that we're going to cook this at is 400 degrees, so you can go ahead and heat your oven. So I'm going to let this cream for a little while, and rather than letting you have to listen to all of this and watch it, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is beat for a while. It's light and fluffy. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla to my butter and sugar mixture. Yes, I always add a little bit extra. You know that. Okay, I'm going to let that beat for just a few seconds. I love vanilla. I don't know how we would cook without it. Okay, now I'm going to add my 3 eggs that I have lightly beaten. Okay, we're going to let that mix for a bit. And then we will slowly add our flour. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that to the flour. And it's always good to stop and scrape down the sides of the bowl so everything gets incorporated really well. Okay, we're ready to start up again. Okay, now I'm going to slowly add the flour and salt. I'm adding it slowly for 2 reasons. 1, I don't want it flying all over me and the kitchen. And 2, it incorporates better if you do a little bit at a time. I don't make as much as I used to for the holidays, but some things I just have to make each year. This is one of them. Okay, that was a little too fast. It's flying. Perhaps I should turn that down. We're almost there. Turning my purple mixer white. Okay. Now I don't want to beat this to death, but I do want to make sure it's incorporated well. Okay, and there's our cookie dough. Now what I'm going to do is form this into a little ball, wrap it in plastic wrap, and let it set in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes so that it's a real good consistency for rolling, because we're going to roll this out and cut some great shapes. So I'm going to take care of that, and as soon as this is done, I'll be back and we'll finish the cookies. Hi. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I've got my dough here. I'm going to unwrap it and start rolling it out. I'm probably going to do a half at a time just so it's more manageable. And we're going to roll this to about 1/4 of an inch. Half of this now. Put that aside. Okay, here we go. Just going to kind of form it in a circle with my hands real quick. Make it easier to roll. Okay, so I've floured my counter here, or your rolling pin as well, just a little bit. And just start rolling. I learned a long time ago it's easier to do this in stages. Like roll once this way, pick it up and move it again. I'll keep it from sticking. And each time I kind of get a little more flour under it. And at some point, like right now, it'll turn very easily. Just have to get it to about 1/4 of an inch. Yes, you can measure it if you want. I'm eyeballing it. I think I'm there. So, I have my little Christmas cookie cutters. I'm going to make a little pile of flour here that I can smush them in. So, let's see. What do we want to start with? Start with the gingerbread man. Just get some flour on him. Or her. And that's it. I'm going to set her in my greased cookie sheet. And I'm just going to continue doing that. Let's do a star this time. Now obviously you can make these any time of the year. I like to make them at Christmas and use my Christmas cookie cutters. There we go. It's like a little gingerbread house. Since I'm a realtor, I have house cookie cutters. Who would have thought, right? No brainer. Got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer here. He's the hardest one to get out. There was 6 we can make here. There we go. What else? I've got a Christmas tree. These cookies are very delicious. You're going to love them. Got a star. I've got a chocolate cookie recipe I'll make for you sometime. And then I know this sounds weird, but it has cinnamon and pepper in it, and it's simply delicious. You wouldn't think it would be, but here I've got a little candle. Put that over here. Okay. I've got a candy cane. Try to work it so I get the best use out of my dough here. And if this will fit in here, I have a very big angel, which the guys will love because it's big. And gently push her out of there. Okay. Okay, and this has nothing to do with Christmas, but since I'm a poodle lover, I've got a poodle cookie cutter here too. And I've got a little train, because a lot of people have trains during the holidays, and a bell. So I'm going to re-roll my scraps, and then the other half of my cookie dough. I'm going to bake these for 10 minutes, and when that's done, we'll be back, and we'll go from there. See you shortly. Hi, so the cookies are cooked now. We've baked them, and they're lovely. Of course, I sampled one already. Now, if you're really artistic, you can do the royal icing and decorate them. I don't have time for that right now. I'm just going to put a simple icing on them just to give them a little extra something. And I've got some powdered sugar here that I've sifted so that we don't have any lumps. I'm going to add probably about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And since it's the holidays, I'm going to put in a dash of Grand Marnier. Why not, right? Orange is a good holiday flavor. Just a little bit. Okay, and the rest I'm going to just stir this, and I'm going to add enough water to get it to the consistency that I want. And we'll just do this together. Add a little at a time because it doesn't take much for powdered sugar, as you probably know. Oh, I can smell the vanilla and the orange from the liqueur. Now you could probably use amaretto in this too if you like the almond flavor, which I do. But today this is what I feel like. Okay, just add a little bit at a time. Now you can also divide this into different bowls once you get it mixed and add food coloring, red, green, blue, whatever. I'm just going to do basic white for today. Just depends on how much time you have, how much effort you want to go to. This cookie is very moist. It's not crunchy, which I like. Nothing wrong with crunchy cookies, but I like the tenderness of this recipe. Okay, we're almost there. Just about there. Maybe just a dash more water. Gotta go just a little bit at a time. And you can always add water as you go along if it stiffens up on you. Maybe we'll try the royal icing decorating some other time. Okay, you can do a couple of different things here. I've got my little Christmas tree, and you can take a fork and just kind of drizzle it back and forth across the tree. Certainly looks good. Just adds a little something to it. You could either take a brush and literally brush some on. I like the drizzle better, but the brush works as well. This gives it a little sheen. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, and that's all there is to it. Let's see. Here's our little train that we made. And drizzle some on it as well. And if you have the time, do the other colors. That's basically it. Here's our little gingerbread man. I hope you try these cookies. They're very easy, as I hope you saw as we went through. And they're really, really good. So, from me and Mr. Gingerbread Man, thanks for joining us. I hope you try this and have a Merry Christmas.